Welcome back to Sky Factory, everybody. I'm Brendan, and today we are going to be doing a bunch of things. I did a bunch of changes between last week and this week. A ton. Yeah, there's a lot I've done different. I've probably put a day and a half or so time added into this in the past week. Like, actual time, 36 hours-ish. Because it is now day 911. Still no bed, still trying to keep that timer going just to see how long I've been going on this series for. And a couple things you might notice is I did get some upgraded armor. I've got night vision on my helmet to help so when I head to the nether you guys can see that better. I've got wither resistance on my chest plate, speed on my leggings, and absorption on my boots. And one thing we're going to do today is we're going to go to the achievement book and check off a bunch of achievements, because I kind of did a few of those off camera, but I did not build any Tinker's Construct tools yet. Well, I did, but I didn't build one out of those materials, so I did, however, off camera because I needed it to be automatic because I upgraded this. I'll show you that in a minute. I also... none of those. I did this. I'll show you that in a minute too. You'll see all of the stuff that I've done off camera in a minute. I crafted the Supremium apple. I actually have crafted 12 of them for something I'll show you closer to the end of this video. You saw last episode, we went to the end, killed the Ender Dragon. We got this Dragon's Breath, and we got the Elytra. All those, because I forgot to do that at the end. I did this off camera. It's really easy. I'll explain how that's set up too. Check that off. Did that. I can produce 10,000 RF per tick. I can show you that in a moment. And haven't done any of those. I am doing this. I'll show you my tinker weapon. I didn't do that. Didn't do that or that. It's 20 or more damage. Mine does, but it does not do 90. Haven't done any blood magic. Haven't done any botany. Wait. No. Haven't done those. What we're doing today will be working toward these. And some of these. Not many of these, but some. I didn't do that, but I did make a Werven fusion crafter. Werven level. So I'll show you that too. I didn't do any of those, but we will be doing all of these at some point. Whether just for the achievement or help actually progress along this mod pack. I did this. I've actually had that done for a while, but not all with Octadic. I've got some with Octadic capacitors, but I do have 20 different crops automated, so we got that. Alright, and that is it for the book for right now. Next thing up, I'm going to turn around and show you everything I've done over the past little bit. But first, let's move that back down to the bottom. Alright, here is the new look of the place. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of machines right over there, but there's some big thing missing from right there. I moved my farm. I really needed more space for crops so I could add growth accelerators. But before we check that out, I'm gonna peek into here to show you the chickens, just random different ones. They lay different materials that can be quite useful, especially if, I don't have them already in my system. I have most of these, but some of them, like the chickens I have out here, I just brought those back from my nether fortress. And for auto killing in the mob farm, I've got these iron spikes, which will kill which will just kill everything that they touch. Except a bat, because he's flying above it. We'll grab one piece of cobblestone real quick to put that back. Put that there. Yeah, see? Auto-killing. And it automatically sticks all the loot into here and sends that back to my system. And the experience in here, I didn't even know it was past 2.2 million. Last I saw it was at like 1.8. And I got a bunch of machines here. I've moved my Ender IO stuff from that corner over to here to make it a little better. And here's where we've got automatic loot bag opening, or crafting. And that auto does that. And once it makes legendary bags, the legendary bags come up here where they're auto opened. I haven't had it auto put them into the system yet, but that's because if they're auto opening, I want to come up and see what I got. I also crafted this draconium chest here, which it's a chest with a crafting table in it, and it's also got 5 furnaces, and it's massive. You could literally put, see, I don't even have enough conduits in that stack to fill even 2 rows, and there's 36 conduits there. If you want to count these squares, go ahead. Okay, you got them counted? Good, because I'm not opening that again this episode. Another thing I've been going is I got these just simple systems for auto smelting, like a whole bunch of items all at once. Like this chest is automatically pumping out of, or the conduits are pumping out of the chest into the furnace, and then the furnace back out into the other chest. Same thing for that one. Over here we've got the auto crafters, which are doing creating different items that I have being farmed. I've had these up before the past few episodes, but I just hadn't gotten around to explaining them. This, however, is new since last episode. I did it's a cobblestone in from here into this chest, and then from the chest it goes into the crafter, and then the crafter makes it into compressed cobblestone, which gets broken up into here into gravel, which gets thrown down into here, which gets smashed into sand, and then gets put into here, being sieved by none other than myself, a mini-me. I just had to create the auto sieve and then put a name tag on it with my name on it. So that was pretty cool. I like that, and then it auto puts items into here, which the main purpose for this is these prosperity shards. This is the only way that I know how to get them. So, considering the fact I need them, I needed a way to get more of them. The yellorium dust is just kind of there because, you know, it helps get everything. Helps with big reactors, which I'll need way later down the road for the max reactors to build those, but this Supremium furnace, it smelts ridiculously fast. It goes through a stack just super quick, and then over here I've got better coal, which speeds up how much faster it goes, and it stays burning 12 times longer. I'm just gonna throw all this in here. Now I've got a whole bunch of these other, just step down from those furnaces right there. And over here we've got the crusher from Immersive Engineering. And this thing's pretty cool, because I can take items like this diamond helmet, for example, which its purposes can be made into Werven helm, but I've already got one. I just don't have the full set yet. We'll be doing that later. Or diamond chisel helmet, which doesn't give me much armor or durability. And that's it for that. Or you can enchant it. Or you can put it in the sag mill, which is just kind of boring. You stick it in there and it gets, or in there, and it gets crumbled into diamond. But in here, I can drop it through the top, and it just grinds it up. And gets me diamonds. Which is pretty cool, and it's awesome to watch. I love that machine. It is so sick. Also, I have 2,000 diamonds now, along with 5,000 gold and 2,000 blocks of iron, nearly. Let's get it to 2,000. There, now I got 2,000 blocks of iron. Also have, you know, few thousand, 7,000 coal essence to make a crap ton of coal, and that is always nice to have. Then, I've got Inferium essence, which I'm up to 30,570 essence there, and 10,400 blocks, bringing the total of that combined to like 120,000 essence. And now, for the crown jewel of this episode. If you've seen it up in the top right-hand corner of my screen, of your screen too, my map. It's got this giant structure behind it. And this is what has become of my farm. I made an actual kind of like greenhouse looking building with all glass. And these things just grow ridiculously fast now. Like, this one's always ready, and it's just the farming station now can't keep up, even with the octadic capacitor in here. So I got that one. Oop. He broke a hoe. The goal for this is to have all of these hoes because their durability is unlimited. You just can't break them. So the goal is to put one in each of these, but there's just so many of them. And these things aren't cheap. They take 2 mystical tool rods, which is kind of cheap for that part. But, it's just 4 prosperity shards and a round of stick. But the Supremium Ingot is a Superium Ingot and 2 Supremium Essence, all the way down to the base essence, which is prosperity shards around an iron ingot. Now, to get the tool core, you need a nether star and 3 wither skulls, and then a Supremium tool core along with, the Supremium Essence, and then the Superium Essence, 4 of them, around 3 emeralds and a block of diamond for the Intermedium tool core. And step down to that is that, and that, and that, and that, all the way down. So yeah, these things are not cheap at all, but this farm here is the one that's going to help me build them all. I got iron over there. I number coded them all like I had in the taller structure, but I don't really think I need that anymore. And if I ever start getting too full on items, all I gotta do is quick turn it off, and it just won't do anything. Which is one of my favorite features. And I've got all the crops I had in there. I got this cool, like, ribcage skeleton looking spot for the conduits, and then I've got an empty farm here and just regular wheat over here. I still need to put a block of water below this one. This one's still fairly new. But the insanity I've been working on for like 3 days is building all of this. Yes, my friends, these are solid thick of growth accelerators. And they do exactly what you think they do. They accelerate the growth. But the growth of what? The growth of my crops. That's why this one here, under the Inferium Essence, is all the way down, as low as it can go, and this is about the maximum amount you can put in these stacks. It's a 64 stack, and I've got like 70 stacks, like 80 stacks. It would be 81, but not the middle. So 80 stacks on this one and that one, which, if I grab my calculator right here, 80 times 64 is 5,120 accelerators per farm. And these things, these annoying things to craft, they're not super cheap. But at this point in my game, I've made it so they're pretty darn cheap. They take an Inferium block, 4 of them, 4 stone, it can be any version of the stones, any of these, and a diamond. So when I go click and just make a bunch of these, I'm using all my diamonds up. There we go, we just used 400 of them. And then I take the growth accelerators and I'll just come over here and... Oh, don't lag. For example, we'll go with this one. I believe this one's the gold seed, and I'll just put a bunch down. And it'll ignore the middle one as long as I don't put it to the side or something and misclick, which is why I usually do it in the corner. So yeah, I'm just gonna end up moving all of these, or putting growth crystals under all of these spots all the way down. It's gonna be expensive. It's gonna take a couple more weeks. I don't doubt that. I mean, I could probably do it in less, but I actually kind of try to have a life some days. Usually I don't. It's fine. But we're gonna put the rest of those in here for now. Another thing I wanted to do today is run off to the Nether and show you my new cleaver from Tinker's Construct. Got another fortress bookmarked there, but they're actually quite frequent because I found another one over here. And this, alright, he's got, you know, same amount of health as I do, 20 hit points outside of my extra armor and everything. Oh, he's got googly eyes. Oh, that's quite creepy. But you must die for the purpose of my cleaver is 27 attack damage. It has 1,800 durability, and it's not even at full max level yet. You jerk! I was gonna explain that weapon in a minute, but this can just one-shot him. Take my magnet while I dodge blazes, and I've got... Oh, hi, compressed blaze. Hi, 9 more blazes. Hi, guys. We're not friendly today, huh? Open this pack. It's simply a backpack called Arrows because it's full of arrows, just like me. Actually, I'm full of fire blasts. Alright. I can even one-shot skeletons. Blazes. I just like to fight ranged with range. And since I've got the magnet in my other hand, I just attract all the items that to me after I, you know, kill the mobs. And this cleaver has got a bunch of little things you can put on it, modifiers. It's got sharpestest for sharpness, which is nether quartz. It's got beheading 4, which is a 40% chance to get heads and skulls when I kill mobs, which is really nice, especially for wither skeletons, for their skulls to make withers. Yeah, I've put a diamond on it to give it that extra durability. It's got... I'm not sure what I did for insatiable or cold-blooded, but I kill a lot of nether mobs with this, just running around on top of these fortresses like this. How much more do I need? Oh, we're almost leveled up. How many more? Probably 2 or 3. Ow, you jerks. Get back now. Oh yeah, and my bow, I put triple shot on it, which to build this, I had to build a triple shot charm. I get 4 supremium essence, 4 prosperity shards, and the bow, which costed one of those tool cores, and these ingots, and the bowstrings. But to build the triple shot charm, I had to build 2 more bows, get 2 more supremium ingots, 4 superium ingots, a blank charm, which is prosperity shards, and superium essence. And would you knock it off? And you, I can literally one-shot you. Alright, back here. Sorry for the interruption. What was none of my control. But, also, even that, ender pouch I talked about last episode, it even works from the nether. I can see the items going in, because I got chunk loaders set up, loading my base back home. But yeah, back to the sword so I can level it up. Hey! It is at Grandmaster. Now, time to move up to the next level. There's like, I don't know, 5 more levels, 4 more levels. I don't even know. I don't even know if that's the cap either. I don't know if there is a cap. But yeah, for the chickens, I just grab them. Save them, bring them back to the overworld. But yeah, now that we've leveled up that, I'm gonna head back home, and I'll see you back there in a minute for the next thing I'm gonna do. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is just explain how the crafters receive items. Is all the items are pumped from the conduits all over my base. Actually, I want to get a cable so I can show you. Alright. Now as soon as I grab this, it's gonna lag, it's gonna stop. Everything's gonna freeze for a second because it's gotta all of a sudden load in all the new facades that I've put down. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright. So yeah, you see all the piping that's happening all over the map. The energy from the 2 reactors. I tore down the big one that I built and replaced it with these. Now we've got the control rods in here with fuel. And this one's actually running right now. It's producing a good amount of fuel. And I'm going to turn this one on so we can get the achievement there. 7, 8, 9, and come on, keep climbing. I've seen it over 10,000 RF per tick. Come on. Seen it that way before. You can do it. Don't you hold out on me. Alright, fine. I'll go uncheck it until I actually can prove it. Alright, unchecked. And yeah, that's all for that, and all the items get pumped into this chest. Underneath it, I've got a thing going into it. And then they get sent up through the importer into the exporter. And that sends it into the system, which I'm filling up these drives pretty quick, so I had already built a second set of disk drives. I'm slowly adding more as these start to fill up, so I never really will run out of space at that rate. And everything's pumped into here. And the items I choose to export from the system go into the importer. I don't know why coalescence is in there right now, but yeah, they get moved into here. And then they go into these exporters from this cable. And this one's got all of these materials for all these back here. And then this one's got the loot bags for over here. No, that's because I don't have 4. Okay. Thought it just wasn't crafting. But yeah, that's how all that works, and it just, pumps it in, moves it back into the conduits, and sends it into there. I'm going to add more crafters, probably 4 more, 2 on the back, 2 on the front, later on, for other materials. Oh, and there's my new armor. It's on the stand waiting for the other half to be built, which I need a couple more nether stars for. But you know what? Special episode. This one's going to be a bit longer today. I want to show a few more things I've been doing. I'm going to put that conduit away and have it lag my game for a minute. Alright. Yeah, calm down. Calm down. Alright. That evil thing away. Alright. Now this here, this is for a ritual. I'm doing a ritual today. And for those of you who may know what this is, you know what I'm doing when you see these items here. I gotta take them and perform a ritual. Which for this, I'm gonna clear some space in the bottom row because you can't put these items in stacked. You have to do them separately. Otherwise, they'll just put the whole stack on the things. And then I'll do that. Yeah, just like that. And then we'll take the 4 blocks and put them in there. And this is going to take like 350 million RF out of that thing, that power bank, which is one of the reasons why I turned on the other reactor too. So I'm going to click start, and you're going to see this really cool animation it's got. This mod is This is probably one of the reasons it's one of my favorite mods out there. And it's just gonna start doing its thing. Here, actually, let me turn this up so it can be heard. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool ritual. It's performing itself. It's charging. It's gonna take a while. I could have used better conduit, or not better conduits, but different energy performing. But I think I'm just gonna do a time lapse and wait here. Speed it up from however long it takes down to like just a few seconds. So I'll see you in a few. Alright, now it's doing stuff. Boom! And after like 20 minutes nearly, we have 4 awakened draconium blocks, which, when uncrafted down, brings me to 36 awakened draconium ingots. These are going to be helpful for next episode. But there's one more thing I'm going to do this episode, and I'm going to set that up, and I will be right back. Okay, I think I've got this built. Now, I'm going to walk up and allow NEI to tell you what these blocks are. Weatherproof block, weatherproof glass, placers, which will just place certain items, like this one, and this one. And I'll be right back with more. I only grabbed those two for a second. Alright, back with more blocks, like this one, or this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. Yes! And then go down to the bottom where I grab one of these and give it to him, one of these and give it to him, one of these and give it to him. And then sit back and I hope this works. Oh! Yes! Yes! It works! Oh! Yes! So happy that that functions exactly as it's supposed to. And that cable that's going all the way up is for automating it. I haven't automated it yet because that was the first test. Which means we can run back to the book and check off that one. Because all I gotta do is pretty much see if I can do it, actually. Add that and that. Let's see what happens when I keep appear. This. Should have no problem. Oh. Well, eventually, these will all fill up. Not that one. Crap, screwed it up. Alright, now it's ahead. This one. Are there any heads even left in the machine? Actually, I can stick a stack here. That. Yep. going? Why is it not going? It's supposed to just go. Alright, if I set this up correctly this time, I needed a space in between because these kept glitching and putting them down below into where these ones were supposed to place. So if I connect this now, theoretically, this should spawn a Wither. After it, tries to crash my game. And this is the very last thing I'm doing today because this episode's going on way too long. Why are you so... Hey, at least I know it works. They obliterate him instantaneously, nearly. Which is really nice, so now I don't have to spend my time spending my precious time killing them. And I just need to build 2 drums for that right there. I will figure out how to make it auto go just so it can be on a continuous loop, just killing and killing, so I have like infinite nether stars, or at least thousands of them by next episode. But with that, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, obliterate that like button down below. And subscribe if you're new. Also, if you enjoy these longer videos, let me know in the comments down below if you would rather have them shorter. Let me know that too. This episode's kind of trying it out to see what you guys want. If you want me to keep these short, 10 to 20, or would you rather have me do 30 to 40, because I can make 30 to 40 minutes. This is easy. I mean, right now my recording timer is at 1 hour and 21 minutes. So let's see how much we can shorten this to. My goal is to get it like 40 at most. So I have to cut out like 40 minutes of this, which it shouldn't be too bad. A lot of the last 10 to 20 was building that. And then I have a time lapse from the fusion crafter. That's all I think about right there. So my brain is loading. And yeah, everything I've done here we're working towards. I'm trying to get the auto wither killing going. That chunk loader has got a range enough for that, and this half the base. Got a hidden one over on that half. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!